Hi everyone, I'm Jacy from Craft Life and I'm here today to teach you how to make a Rainbow Loom EOS case. After I posted my tutorial on how to make a Rainbow Loom chapstick case, I got so many requests to make an EOS case. So here it is. The supplies you'll need to make it are a Rainbow Loom, rubber bands, today I'm using yellow, green, and pink, a Rainbow Loom hook or crochet hook, and some optional supplies you can use are a key ring or some charms, and both of these can be found on my channel. So please get your supplies and we'll begin. We're going to start by taking out our middle row. You're going to take this row and you're going to turn it around so that its arrow points to the left and this arrow points to the right. Now you're going to take out your big blue piece. And now we're ready to begin making our EOS case. You're going to start on whichever end. You're going to take your first color and we're going to make X's all the way down until we get to these two pegs so that there's 4 pegs left over at the end. And on each end we're going to double X them. So to start, you're going to take your first rubber band and we're going to stretch it out as much as we can and then twist it around your finger once and you're going to make X's. So I'm going to start by making an X from here to here, like that. Push it down. Take another rubber band, stretch it out, twist it on your finger, and make your next X from here to here. Now push them down, and we're going to go all the way down until we get to these two. And on the rest of these, we're just going to use a single rubber band and just lay it down. You don't need to wrap it again on your finger. Just lay it down. Now you're going to take a rubber band again, you're going to stretch it out, twist it on your finger, and then you're going to stretch it out. Can't get mine stretched out. You're going to start on this peg, then make an X to that peg, then take another rubber band, stretch it out, twist it on your finger, and then make an X on your next 2 pegs. Like that. Now push it down. Now we're going to make an X from peg to peg all the way down. And on both ends, you're going to make it double. So you're going to wrap it around your finger after you stretch it out. And trust me, it's much easier if you stretch it out before you make it. And you're going to place it on this peg and make an X to that peg. And you're going to do regular X's all the way down for the rest of them until you get back down to the other one. And push them down as you go. Now you're going to take a rubber band. You're going to stretch it out, twist it on your finger, and make an X on your next 2 pegs. Now push it down. Now we just made our bottom row, our base row, and we're going to lay another row. So you're going to start on these 2 pegs, You're going to place a rubber band down normally and don't push it down. And then you're going to go all the way around your loom. Now we have a bottom row and a top row, and we're going to take our bottom loops over the top loops on all our pegs. So starting on this peg, you're going to bring the bottom loops over the top, and it's going to be hard because they are tight. Then you're going to go to your next one, do the same thing, and go all the way around, taking your bottom loops over the top. Push them down as you go, because the row that you're pushing down becomes your bottom row, and then you're going to lay another top row. Now take your next two over the top. Push these down. Now this becomes your bottom row, and you're going to lay a top row. And don't push it down. Now we have a bottom row and a top row, and we're going to want to bring our bottom loops over the top. So start from where you stopped, and you're going to bring your bottom loops over the top. Each peg should have 2 rubber bands to bring over the top on this row. Push them down as you go. So we have just done 2 rows, and I'm not including my X's as a row. It's just my base or my bottom row. And for my pattern, I'm going to do 2 rows of each color. So I'm going to do 12 more rows so that I have 14 rows in total. And after 2 rows of one color, I'm going to switch to the next color. But you can do whatever color and pattern you'd like. So make sure they're pushed down. You're going to lay your next row all the way around. Then you're going to bring your bottom loops over the top on all of them, and then push them down again. And then you're going to continue this pattern for 12 more rows so that you have 14 in total. I'll be right back. I just finished my 12 more rows, and now I have 14 rows in total. And now we're ready to end it. So I started by separating my bottom loop from the top loops on all my pegs, and it makes it easier for hooking. And now we're ready to hook it off. So you're going to start from an end that has this rose arrow pointing towards you and this rose arrow pointing away from you. You're going to stick your hook in this row, this peg, and then you're going to bring it next to the peg, to that peg. And you're going to take your bottom loop over the top on all of these. Over the top, onto the peg in front of it. Over the top, onto the peg in front of it. And I know these are my bottom loops because they hook all the loops behind it. Now stick it in, bring it over the top and onto the peg in front of it. Then go to the side. Then you're going to go down this row. And check it as you go because you don't want to hook it all and then have it fall apart. So now do your last one. So stick it in, bring the bottom loop over the top, then stick your hook in through those two rubber bands. Then you're going to grab a rubber band, pull it through, place it back on, pull one loop through the other, and then you can help your loops off your loom. Now at the top you can stretch it out so that all your loops adjust. And then you can pull it like this so that your loops adjust. And I'll be right back to show you how to end it. Now we're ready to attach a strap. So for my strap I did a double single, which means I did a single chain and used two rubber bands each time. But you can do whatever you want and make it as long as you want. And you want to end on the same color though. So I'm ending on green. And I'm only using this one as a slip knot to hold the rubber bands for me. Because what you're going to do is find somewhere on your case that you want to stick it in. I'm going to stick it in here. You're going to stick it in through a fishtail. Like that. Then you're going to grab one end of your strap, pull it through, place this back on, and if you have a slip knot at the end of yours, you can always take it off now. So make sure it's centered. I'm just going to fix mine because the two rubber bands broke. And this is what I mean by a double single. You're going to take two rubber bands, put it on your hook, pull it through, and place it back on each time. So if you were attaching a charm like this, you would slide it on now. Now you're going to take two rubber bands, place them on your hook, and pull all the loops through, place it back on, like that. And if you are using a key ring, you can open it up and slide them on. Or just slide them on, like that. Pull them all the way through. like that. And also with the bow, you can sew it on to the front like this, or at an angle, or whatever you want, and you're done. This is what they look like when they're done. For this one, you're going to make a slip knot on either side of the bow. Now you have 2 slip knots. You're going to pull them through the back into your EOS case and tie the 2 slip knots together in a knot, and then you can cut them off. And for this one, I just slid my charm right onto my strap before I attached a key ring. I hope you enjoyed making an EOS case, and if you make some, I'd love to see them. My Instagram is CraftLifeUSA, so please tag me in a photo. And don't forget to like us on Facebook, put it on Pinterest, and subscribe right here on YouTube. I hope you're living a craft life just like me. Thanks for watching. Bye!